Hello everybody, Owenazuris here, and this week we are looking at One Way Heroics, the extended version, so it says One Way Heroics Plus. It's the expansion for the original One Way Heroics, and that's what we're looking at this week. If you actually search the Steam market, there are two One Way Heroics games. This is the first one, and it proved successful, so Chunsoft went, I guess, bought the license and released their own version, which we will look at in a future episode. They have some similarities and some differences. The community's a little divided on the second one, if it was as good as the first one. So let's look and see what all we got here. Options, your standard options. You can play with a controller, which is really nice. Let's update the campaign data. We'll see what that does in a moment here. Extra, so you got your adventurer journal, which will show you your previous attempts. Class-specific data will show you the various classes that you have. So we have Swordmaster, Knight, Hunter, Pirate, Adventurer, Force User, Bard, and Hero. It'll show you if you've beaten the game with them, or if not, how far you've gotten with them on the various difficulties, of which we have currently unlocked 4 here. You can replay some of the epilogues here, the endings, special items, so that shows you the clear screen. Let's return to the title menu, and let's start a new adventurer. So what is One Way Heroics? It is a roguelike game, kind of anime in style, where you are literally moving. You can move up and down and to the right, but you never really go back to the left. You're constantly being pushed forward, because if you go back to the left, you are going to die, as we will see here in a moment. So let's choose a class. Let's actually pick something easy for this. I shall pick, let's see, Knights are good at shields, good equipment. Yeah, we're going to do this on easy, because I want to beat it this time. No guarantees. This is a roguelike. The strange things happen. Choose my perks. So I've unlocked 5 slots. So this is a roguelike. It does have permadeath, but after you die, sometimes you can put some of your items that you have left in a vault, so you can slowly strengthen them over time. Kind of like you do in Shiren games or other games where you can put your weapons in a vault and slowly increase them. You also get points that you can use to unlock traits that you pick at the beginning of the game, and other features. You can build up your castle. So I'm going to do strength. Let us be... Item appraiser might be nice. I want charisma, because if we encounter people in the game, you can only have a certain number in your party. Your charisma level determines that. And I don't want to have no agility and willpower. So probably not the best knight in the world, but that's what we're going to do. My name's going to be Owenazuris as always. Castle renovation. I mentioned some of these coins you find while you are playing the game that you bring back to extend the castle that you start at for future games. And then you can place residents. Some of them give you quests that unlock new classes. Some of them do. If you see this lady on the top part, she gives you a tool to cook meat. Real heavy tool. And I really shouldn't need it for this run through. And let's go to Start Adventure. Get some more options here. So you can see the history. You can see past worlds. Create a new random world. Manually input a dimension, so if you do that, if you have a friend who has this game, and the game actually has still a pretty good community, you can go and put in the string there and it'll give you the exact same world as them. Then you have this one where heroes all across the multiverse will join in this dimension, and that is for people who want to join an adventure of other heroes. You're not actually playing with them, but you will encounter, say, their ghost, and you'll get messages, kind of like in some of the Souls games or Tome 4, where it tells you how people are doing. Then you usually have special missions. This one, you need to save Queen Frida, who is being held captive in a spot that's 20 hours walking distance from the starting point. Enemies guarding her are tough. And we have some strong places with special conditions, like you can't heal. Alright, and then let's keep fighting for 1 whole week. Now head to a world that changes only once per week. So that's another place that people could all play together. So let's do this one. Let's see if people are still playing. I haven't played this version in a while, but I've heard the community is still good. Now, you have all these different difficulty options. So a main enemy in the game is the Demon Lord. And this first one, Walk in a Park, he's going to appear at 400 kilometers. So after I've gone to the right 400 kilometers, no partners, weight limits, I can carry 10 extra pounds. This next option, the Demon Lord's going to appear at various intervals. So before you hit 400 kilometers, the Demon Lord's going to appear usually for about an hour in game time. And when that happens, he usually has a shield. It's hard to hit, but you can sometimes kill him before you're supposed to be able to, or you can slowly start weakening him before you meet him for your final encounter. The negative there is he is pretty strong, and so the first couple of times you encounter him, you're probably not going to be able to do any damage, and it's likely he'll kill you. Then this one, enemies strengthen, new items and allies appear. Potential death and major difficulties await. Completing this proves your omnipotence. Alright, so we're going to start Walk in the Park. Next episode, if we beat this, we'll do Afternoon Stroll. We get a message here, so you see what dimension you're in. And it tells you that some basic info. Your typical load screen. So here we have King Victor. He's thanking me for coming to in his time of need. He is king of the land. And if you look in the top left, you can see somebody else died earlier today, since this dimension's only been open today. And it's giving you a death message. He had 24,131 silvers left. He was quite a ways into the game. A pirate. So the world is being consumed by an unknown darkness. It's actually a dragon if you go to a left and let it consume you. It's already made the way to the gates of the castle. Find a way to defeat the Demon Lord and bring peace to the world. It's not much, but he brought me some stuff. Now, if you play on the easiest mode, you get this potted herb, which is going to give you a healing herb every 12 hours, which is really handy. The higher difficulties, you don't get this item automatically. And at the end of the game, you can't put this item in a vault, so you can't play on a higher difficulty starting with this item. Okay, I have my fairy Iris here. Let's talk to this person. Here's a dimensional vault. If I open it, I can see some items I've put in there in the past. I haven't put that much in there on this account, so let's go ahead and close that. And so I have a fairy with me named Iris, so let's talk to her. King created her, and she will basically tell you information. She will tell you about the current terrain you're in, what happens when you run out of energy, and she'll also give you some tips. So let's start our journey. And if you see to the left, as the screen fades, I can't go back. These people are all going to get consumed by this cloud. Now, I am fighting a harpy here, a float harpy. Comes another enemy. Now this imp throws stones at me, so I'm going to kill him. Reach level 2. So you gain levels pretty quick in this game. Now don't go in the lava here. That is instant death. If you try, it'll stop you. You have to really press on it to go in there. And the other version of this, I've encountered an enemy that knocked me into lava. I was actually going to beat the game that time, and then I lost because he knocked me into lava. Wasn't very happy. So I am equipped with a longsword, knight's coat, leather shield, and then I found some clothes. They're probably not as good as my knight's coat. And things can be cursed in this game, so I'm not going to risk it right now. Now this is supplementary iron plate armor. That actually sounds pretty good. Scorched bud, so herb that got burned. Now, the combat's a little different than a lot of roguelikes. You don't just bump into an enemy to attack him. You actually have to... You can hit the space bar if you're playing on the keyboard, or if you're playing on an Xbox controller, hit the A button. And let's equip this supplementary plate armor. Now, even though you're constantly moving about, the cool thing about this game is there are... Okay, I'm about to die here. As I was going to say, the cool thing about the game is there's a lot of stuff to do. face the bear. Alright, and I am running from these guys. Now, I do have special abilities. I'm going to use this potion. And I hate to do it, but I am going to use... If I use Awakening, that's your most powerful ability in the game, for the most part. It's going to increase my attack power, and it's not necessary to meditate and use focus powers, but it also stops time for 3 turns. This bear is really going to level me up, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I should be able to easily beat him now. Hit level 4, hit level 5. Now that one you're limited to 5 times usage in the game. If you look, you can see my life's 130 out of 130. My ST is 15 out of 15. Using skills is going to reduce that. Energy, that's your hunger meter, and it's currently at 73%. Music in this game is nice. And if you look at the bottom left, you'll see my name. You see I'm a knight, level 5. It's day 1. It's about 10:44, and I'm 22 kilometers in. And you see this area, usually gibberish as far as name, but it's that JNKLZQ volcano. So I got some flaming arrows there. Night fruit, which will increase, pretty much fills you up. These scorched buds are going to be not good for anything but filling me up. So there are lots of sub-stories, classes you can unlock. Sometimes you will encounter a person that needs help as part of a sub-story, but you just won't be, since you can't go back, you won't be able to finish the sub-story of this game, and you have to hopefully find them in another game. Or you might complete most of their sub-story, and then, well, there goes my armor. But then, like a shrine you needed to go to, or something you needed to do, you realized it too late, and it got consumed by the left-hand screen. So if I walked off to the left-hand and let the screen consume me completely, I would die. Instant game over. So it's, while you're playing the game, you always want to be looking at your positioning, making sure you're not going to get trapped. It takes more time to go over mountains. Unless you have some special skills like mountaineering, even then it takes a little while. And then every now and then you'll speak to your companion. See if she has any questions for me. More harpies. I hit level 6. So you gain levels pretty brisk clip, usually. And this game, I mean, it doesn't take long to play it. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff to unlock. You're always... Mysterious powers coming from the door knocked me back. Yeah, even when you die, you might spend like half an hour playing the game. You get killed or you beat the game, usually in about an hour. Even if you die, you're still getting points, you're still unlocking new things. So you always feel like you're making progress. And let's keep going. So I'm going to start needing food. This volcano saps me dry pretty quick as far as my energy. When I run out of energy, I'm not going to be reviving my health every now and then. Okay, so here is Viking's ghost. Now he is that guy we were talking about earlier, the pirate who had all that silver, so I'm going to interact with his ghost here. So he increased my health, got me to level 9, and he left something. A scroll of swordplay. Let's see what this scroll of swordplay does. Now, all equipped weapons with sturdy effect. Weapon is now difficult to break. Do I want to keep this sword? Yeah. I actually probably can... And almost made another level. And I am doing something crazy. I am not harvesting this potted herb. I played on easy so I could show off the herb. And I got a new skill since I'm 10, Seismic Slash, a powerful attack that deals high damage to enemies on all sides. So it helps if you get surrounded. You don't get surrounded in this game as much as other roguelike games, because enemies very seldom are going to be coming from the left-hand side, unless you've completely bypassed them. Made it to day 3. Okay, we are now in another area. So my strength has gone up, so I get experience not just from killing things, but also finding new areas. Now I'm in a ruins, the ruins. Yes. The last 2 places I have been don't have vowels. So let's go ahead and eat a scorched bud, since I have lots of them. Give me some more energy here. Breathed fire. Oh, it's a fire breathing in. So very roguelike with the enemies. Lots of them have random attributes. So here is an area. Zombie place. Let's see if there's any treasure or anything in here. Looks like there's a treasure, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. And I'm not risking any more here, because now it said my potted herb is completely grown. Let's go harvest it again. And I'm gonna eat one of these potted herbs. So I've reached 100 kilometers. Hit 2 levels there, because that was a tough enemy. This guy's tough too. A quick little zombie. So here, I'm getting a message. Hey hero, can you hear me? The Demon Lord is on his way right now. Or his way here right now. Demon Lord should arrive at the 400 kilometer mark. Make sure you're prepared for battle by then. So if I was playing on a harder difficulty, the Demon Lord would be making appearances probably right around now. Throwing off my progress, possibly letting me beat him early. And when he initially comes, he's going to have a lot of shields on him. And the shields completely absorb my attacks. Each time I hit him with something, it breaks the shield. You have to hit him about 10 to 15 times to get rid of all his shields. Should be no problem for us. I thought I had another herb. Now these ancient white horses, they don't attack you. There is actually a group of rangers in the game, and if they find that you're attacking horses or bears or goats, things like that, forest creatures basically, they'll become your enemy. They can be pretty powerful. Otherwise, they're allies. They'll help you out. This is another dungeon. Yeah, but I don't think I made it in time. Plus, sometimes the doors in front of these dungeons. Let's go ahead and eat this Naya fruit. Takes me up 70% energy, so I shouldn't starve anytime soon. Now my potted herb is fully grown. Let's harvest it. Dropped leather vest. So it was... That didn't really tell me a lot about it. I don't need it. My knight's mantle should do me. Made it to day 4. Bad feeling. Statue here. So I can lose some levels to basically get some life back. Desire armor would take me down. I can raise my strength. That takes me down 6 levels. I think I'm actually doing pretty good. Sometimes these are real handy because you do gain levels pretty quick, but I don't need to go back to level 12. The stuff she's offering, it's not worth it on this difficulty. If I was playing on a harder difficulty, I might want that better armor, because I can probably gain 2 or 3 levels pretty quick. And I ran into a bunch of demons. It's going to generate the world here. So this imp isn't even paying... Okay, now he's paying attention to me. Oh, he's a nearsighted imp. I guess that's why he had a hard time seeing me. So sometimes you only counter random events. This one seems to be all these extra monsters and demons. So, a little annoying. You're going to have more enemies in the area, but more chances to gain experience. Everything's a trade-off. And you really want to be gaining levels, especially on harder difficulties, because when you come to the Demon Lord, you want to be leveled up enough to beat him. Because this is not a game where you can go back and grind, because you are always going forward. See, now, if I had waited too long, I would have been in trouble here, because those mountains would have stopped me. Light shield, I already have a shield. These monsters are coming out of here. The lizard man. Now, these guys have shields and are actually kind of tough sometimes. Not tough enough, though. Ah, he tried to throw a stone and hit his buddy there. I don't want to fight in this dungeon. Now, there are a lot of areas that aren't just dungeons. You can find towns, places like that. I just haven't found any yet, but they are out there. Another sword. Just says sword. So I'm gonna eat that bud. Not my herb. These scorched buds. Might as well have another sword. Have a backup just in case. And here's another one. Couldn't identify it. Got an area map. Let's use it. See if there's any towns or anything I can show off around here. Bats. Every roguelike I play has bats in it. And my potted plant is fully grown. Scroll of Steel. I forget what that does. Let's look at it. Turn the user the Scroll of Steel for 8 turns. Reduces physical damage to 1/5. However, I can't move. That'll be handy against the Demon Lord, because sometimes we just stand in place and trade blows with him. Now I'm in a snowfield, the Roguelikes snowfield, and I'm about to be in trouble there. I've had to cross those mountains. So let's... I'm running low on food here, because this field is rapidly going to drain me. So I see a green area down here. That is most likely a town of some sort. Meditation herb. More energy there. So let's see what's happening now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get here in time. That's a golem. Okay, these are powerful things. He was guarding an area. And now I've encountered more demons. Great. And I'm about to die. So let me use my teleport pill to get out of there. And now let me use some of these healing herbs. Halfway to a demon lord. Glad I had that teleport pill. Now this red area I'm coming up to. So since I'm halfway there, the goddess Cronus, I can spend 5 levels to save my current state, but I'm not going to do it. This is dying in Roguelikes, the series, so if I die, so be it. I'll just come back stronger. Next episode. Come on, feral dog. Lots of feral dogs in this area. And I need to eat. Oh, you rapidly run out of energy here. Got a lull in monsters for a while. That's nice. Just more of these feral dogs. Alright, we found a town. Excellent. So I can talk to this chef. And I want to get a healthy meal. Wait, that's my health. I'm good. So a healthy meal, 100 silver. Talk to this guard. Don't try to mess with these town folks. Okay, this guy's looking for his daughter. So on our travels, we'll see if we can find his daughter. Wait, I just talked to you. Okay, I want to talk to this guy. Renowned merchant. Gonna buy... I got plenty of healing herbs. Stamina herbs should be good. Alright. Complete transaction. So, do you know the Jade Forest group? Conservation group that hunts down poachers. Those are the guys I was talking about earlier. Now, I couldn't directly attack them because the A button both talks and attacks, so... But there are other ways I could attack those people and it would anger the guard. I could use a projectile weapon, use a skill. In this case, it's not worth it. But I don't always play it so nice. So I'm going to leave the snow hare alone, because if I did run into a member of the Jade, then they would be upset with me for attacking this innocent little bunny. And I can understand it. Who attacks an innocent little bunny? Not me. Now, if it's like one of those bunnies from Monty Python or something, then all bets are off. So I learned a new skill. I can use defense now since I'm a knight. Damage taken is reduced by 1/3. However, attack power is reduced to 1/3. Beautiful forest. It's like a fireproof witch. So she is immune to fire, but not immune to my sword. Let's see if there's anything. Takes some time to generate these worlds every now and then. Okay. Oh, I hope... Shoot. I'm gonna have to go up this mountain. See, it took 10 turns to go up that mountain and a lot of stamina. That was my only option, because otherwise I was going to be stopped. Mysterious power. So there is a treasure chest there. Luckily, I have a treasure chest key, so let's use it. I could attack the thing until it opened, but I don't have time for that right now, and it risks breaking it. I got 320 silver from that. Now, the dimensional gold coins are the things I showed you at the beginning that you use to, in that case, expand the castle at the beginning and put new people in there. And as you beat the game, you'll also get some dimensional gold coins. So expanding the castle gives you more options, gives you more side quests, different people to start out at the castle. Some just give you tips. Actually serve a lot of different things. Some will give you side quests. Some, as we saw, that lady in my castle gives me a pit so I can make food. But it's really heavy, and I already had this potted plant, so I didn't need it this time. So we are at 292 kilometers, so about a fourth of the way away from the Demon Lord. See if we can get some answers for what's destroying our world. Okay, as I keep going, I sense the presence of that lost girl. Awesome. But now I have to make sure I find her, because if I don't... I ran into some bandits here. These guys... Oh, shoot. So we are going to use... another awakening. I hate having to do that. Where are those potions I had? I could have sworn I had a bunch of healing potions. Took care of that bandit, and I got killed by the bandits. Well, I can at least choose what I say before I die, and then other people in this world will be able to see that. I'll say, screw this world, I'm going to another one. A certain mercenary, what about me? So at the end, if you die, or even if you succeed, they give you a breakdown of your game. She's giving me some advice. Yeah, I know I should have used Awakening more. And level A on consumption, or my level was A. My distance was B. I almost made it. Battle grade, I got an A. Value of assets, I got an A. Roguelikes level 66.8. So I got another dimensional coin. More coins to the vault. So that just shows you, even though it was on the easiest difficulty and I intended to beat it, things happen. It is a roguelike. You can get advice from different people. I haven't unlocked these characters on my account here, but they'll give you, like, oh, you're a level 30. They gave me an A for that, and she says, oh, there should be more than enough to clear the game. Yeah, it should have been, but the stupid bandit with fear cast on it was not thinking of that. This guy's telling me, oh, I made it 303 kilometers. I think it's safe to call you a seasoned adventurer now. Don't start slacking. I was trying to save the girl, and these things attacked me. So I can open my dimensional vault and store some of this stuff. Let's see if there's anything in here I really want to store. Yeah, not really. I can also post to Twitter. Yeah, let's go ahead and send that. Okay, I'm back in the game. That sent out my tweet. Replay data, see a screenshot when I was killed, and then I can return to a title. Then I'll transfer those points over, keep that dimensional coin, unlock some more stuff. So next time we play this, I fully intend to beat it. I'm not gonna be doing stuff like trying to say, oh, I'll probably end up trying to help other people in the game. But yeah, I'll play a lot more, what's the term? With a lot more thought. I guess I should have used another awakening to stop time again and taken out that other bandit. I didn't think he was going to be able to do 34 damage to me. Obviously, I was wrong. So, until next time, this Saturday, we will play this game again, look at some more features of it, discuss it some more, and this time beat it. As I said, this is a really good game. I enjoy it a lot. I highly recommend checking it out on Steam. They have this game. There is another one, as I mentioned earlier, Mystery Chronicles, One-Way Heroics. It's in the Mystery Chronicle series, along with the She-Ren games and the Pokemon games, if you've seen them on the Game Boy or DS. It's a good game, too. We will look at it in the future. There are a couple of things that, when I first played it, kind of irked me about it. I've gotten used to them now, but it is a little jarring going from this to that game and back and forth. Couple of things. For most part, if you like this game, you'll like that one, and vice versa. Just a couple of things, and we'll examine them in the future. Until then, remember every Wednesday and Saturday, we have this Dine and Roguelike series where I check out a different roguelike game every week. Sometimes 2 in 1 week. If there is a roguelike game you want me to look at, please send me a message. You can send me a tweet. You can send me a private message on YouTube. You can even respond in the comments section of this video with other roguelikes, new or old, that you want to see. I'm slowly trying to get around to them, trying to get around to some more of the major ones, and then trying to get around to some ones that people might not have heard of, some of the lesser known ones. Friday right now we are doing our Dungeon Man series, where we play Dungeon Mans. Trying to do a complete playthrough of the game. I post stuff about, I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes a lot recently, so about every week I'm going to post if they have any major updates to the game, look at some polls that we get from it. And other than that, we do weekly challenges, ADOM. Might start doing, since I've played this, doing some of the weekly levels on this and looking at them each week as time permits. Remember, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, also make sure you subscribe so you can be updated whenever I update my channel, and I promise I won't spam the channel with lots of videos. Try to just have 1 or 2, hopefully a day. But if not, every couple of days, try to post a video. And as always, I'll always make my Wednesday and Saturday commitment, unless something completely unforeseen comes up, and I'd put a comment in the sections for that. Other than that, I hope your week is going well. If you're watching this when I first release it, it should be midweek. So hopefully you've had a good week. I guess everyone's out for school now, but if you're working, hopefully you had a good week at work. Hopefully it continues, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.